I have two questions for Prof. Chan. Firstly, what would happen now to a woman or to a victim of marital rape if they approach the police and say, I have been victimized under the current law? And secondly, what would, should it be criminalized? What kind of recourse would a woman have if she were to go and, say, seek help? Would it automatically be taken out of her hands? And if, let's say, she would not wish to see her husband behind bars, would she seek outside help without going the whole criminal route?
Thank you.
Okay, so if a wife has been sexually violated, if she goes to the police, what will happen? They'll probably take a statement from her, examine her, and based on her statement, find out if any offense has been disclosed. Right? There will be something. Right? If it's not rape, because she doesn't fall within those exceptions, it may be some other offense, say causing hurt or criminal intimidation, etc. Okay? So there is going to be a criminal offense. It's just what offense it is. Okay? But it's a big step going forward, as we've all heard. There's a big price to pay in going and telling some outsider what has been happening in the person's life. And that's probably not the first time. Right? So it takes a lot to be able to do that, lose that privacy, be basically cross-examined about what has happened. Okay? Because, the point made earlier is also our criminal justice system approaches accusations warily. Everything must be proven beyond reasonable doubt. For good reason. We don't want the innocent to be wrongly jailed. Okay? So that's one issue that we raised. The other one is, if I can remember, a woman's recourse. Oh, okay. Okay. So, it's a choice that she has to make. If you proceed with the police report, in a sense it's out of your hands. Because the police can choose to continue with the investigation, and the public prosecutor can proceed with the prosecution, even if from some point you drop out, you say, I don't want this anymore. Okay. But in this issue, there are no other witnesses. So it may be very difficult for the prosecution to continue if the one and only witness, who is also the victim, refuses to cooperate. So the case could fail. But if there's other evidence, a neighbor, whoever, a child, who's willing to give evidence, it could still continue. And we have cases where it's a case of rape or incest. Family members have all forgiven the father, refuse to cooperate, but the case can still go on. But if it's proven beyond reasonable doubt. Okay? But the likelihood of that happening may be low if there are no other witnesses.
Just to add to that, so in this case, since she could be out of her hands, do you think it would actually make it less likely that she would seek help, given that once it's criminalized?
I think pros and cons, and here, I don't know if Kamau or Beno would like to join in, because it may be good that that ultimate decision is taken away from her, because she could be in a place where she cannot decide. She's totally confused, subjected to maybe years of violence. She doesn't know what is best in a way. What's the way out? In technical language, it's like learned helplessness on the one hand. But I think the other thought that you have is like, hey, this person has a right to determine what will happen as well. So we have to balance against those two. Like at some point, yes, we must say that yes, it's a choice that people can make. But at another, for some other situations, you may want to say that no, this person really cannot decide. And someone else, someone stronger mentally, should be the one deciding for her. So in some situations in family violence, pro-prosecution policies have been shown to be more effective than leaving the decision totally up to the woman to decide whether to report or not, whether to take up protection order or not. I don't know if either of you want to add anything.